In a small American town, surrounded by quiet streets and morning mist, lived a man named Malik. Ryan was known for one thing, his temper. He shouted at traffic lights. He argued with his coworkers. He even got angry when the coffee machine took too long. People avoided him. Not because he was bad, but because his fire burned too easily. He believed the world was unfair, that people needed to behave better. But deep down, he was tired. Anger was eating him from the inside, and peace felt like a foreign word. One evening, Ryan came home late from work. His neighbor's kids were playing music loudly again. He yelled through the window, "Can't you people be quiet for once?" The kids ran away. And then came silence, heavy, cold silence. Ryan sat on his couch, holding his head in his hands. His chest felt heavy, his heart restless. He whispered, "Why do I always end up feeling worse after I shout?" That night, sleep refused to come. He scrolled his phone, hoping to distract himself. And there he saw it. A local meditation group inviting people for a mind stillness session. He almost laughed. "Sit quiet and breathe? That's not for me," he muttered. But something inside him whispered, "Maybe you need quiet more than anyone." The next morning, Ryan drove to the community park. There, under an old oak tree, sat an elderly man in white. He wasn't dressed like a monk, just simple, calm, and still. The man looked up, smiled gently, and said, "You seem troubled, my friend." Ryan sighed. "You have no idea." The old man nodded. "Then tell me." Ryan sat beside him, feeling awkward. He said, "People drive me crazy. They're rude, loud, careless. I can't stay calm." The old man smiled. "So you gave them the key to your peace?" Ryan frowned. "What do you mean?" "Every time you get angry," the man said, "you hand your peace over to them. You let them decide how you feel." Ryan was silent. The man picked up a small bowl of water from beside him. "See this water? Calm now. But if I shake it, can you see your reflection?" Ryan shook his head. "When your mind shakes with anger," the man continued, "you can't see truth either." Ryan whispered, "So what do I do? Stay silent when people insult me?" The man chuckled. "No. Learn to respond, not react." He handed Ryan the bowl. "Hold it. Feel its weight. That's your mind. Don't spill it every time someone bumps you." Ryan smiled faintly. For the first time in years, someone's words didn't ignite him, they soothed him. Before leaving, the man said, "Remember, the one who controls his reaction, controls his life." Ryan drove home slowly. The streets looked the same, but something in him had changed. That night, he slept peacefully. For the first time in a long time. The next few weeks tested Ryan. At work, his boss shouted at him for a missed deadline. The old fire rose again, his chest tightened, words pushed against his tongue. But he paused. He took a deep breath. And said calmly, "You're right. I'll fix it." His boss blinked in surprise. That night, Ryan realized, peace isn't weakness. It's power without noise. Days turned into weeks. He began meditating every morning, just for 10 minutes. He learned to breathe before reacting. He smiled more. One day, a friend teased him. "Man, what happened to you? You used to explode like a volcano." Ryan laughed softly. "Guess the volcano cooled down." The friend said, "But don't people still make you angry?" Ryan replied, "Sometimes they try. But when you stop reacting, their power disappears." He looked out the window and said, "You can't control the wind, but you can learn to sail." A few days later, Ryan saw a man yelling at a cashier in a grocery store. He walked over, placed a gentle hand on the man's shoulder, and said, "Brother, calm down. It's not worth it." The man stared at him, confused, but then took a deep breath and stepped back. Ryan smiled. He saw his old self in that man, and felt grateful for how far he'd come. That evening, he went back to the park, hoping to meet the old man again. The oak tree was there, but the man wasn't. Just a small note was pinned to the tree. "Peace is not outside you, Ryan. It grows each time you choose silence over chaos." Ryan folded the note, placed it in his pocket, and closed his eyes. He whispered, "I understand now." The world hadn't changed. People were still noisy. Traffic was still crazy. But Ryan had changed. He no longer let the world decide how he should feel. He no longer handed his peace to others. And that simple shift changed everything. He began volunteering at a local shelter. He listened more, spoke less. He learned that sometimes the most human thing you can do is simply stay kind when it's hardest to. One evening, a young boy at the shelter asked, "Mr. Ryan, don't people ever make you mad?" Ryan smiled.